Good, Ash. Good, good voice. We swept all-time highs. Not on the Nasdaq, but on ES we did. All right. Yeah, I think trading with T is an underrated thing. And we should all start trading with T. It just relaxes you. It literally just relaxes you. Everyone should trade with T. So cool traders. Good morning, brother. Aline, what's up, brother? Diablo, what's up? Coffee, tea? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Let's cover the game plan. Pretty simple game plan today. Wednesday, September 10th. PPI. Those winners were announced yesterday, brother. All 5 of them. Although one of them has not replied to me yet. I'll give them some time. Any news today after? Any news today? No, just the PPI. I'm bullish today. Weekly outlook was Nasdaq to try to get to all-time high. Now that we're there, definitely not going to be switching up. So that's what we're looking for. All-time highs on the Nasdaq. If it's in the crosshairs, we shoot. If it's in the scopes, we shoot. And it's only 64 points. I think we can get there. Asia lows, I don't think Asia lows is as near a strong narrative as all-time highs. If we can go lower, that would be great. If we can, find a high probability long, maybe this imbalance, maybe this low. The game plan is longs, and it's not gonna. The only way I would ever change that game plan. Yeah, I'm open to classic model shorts. If we get an aggressive move down, classic model short to cover that low. I'd rather just be patient for the long though. Like if it's gonna go lower, I'd rather just wait for the long. So pretty simple game plan. Bro, we got equal lows. If you think equal lows is a stronger draw than all-time highs, and you think the market looks bearish, then short today, my brother. You don't need me. You don't need me. Shouldn't we go down due to the PPI? What? What does that even mean? What about news low then higher? That could be high probability. Don't disagree with you there. PPI news came out worse. Brother, whatever news comes out doesn't mean the market is gonna. Bad news doesn't mean bearish. The winners were 1, 1, 2, 3, plus 2 more. You can see they were on live stream. We rolled the winners. How tall is Galley? I'm 5'11", bro. Think we might take it long till 10:50 macro. What was the news? I don't know. Why not use the 15? Really, in hindsight, doesn't really matter what 15, what FEG you use. I'm just gonna look for a high probability long. I don't want shorts. Because because we didn't sweep all-time high, does that mean we will be pushing up today? In my opinion, it means we're more likely to push up. I don't know if we're actually going to. It's about probabilities. And I think all-time high is a strong narrative. All-time high is at 24069. I wonder who stopped it there. Freaky market makers, bro. Anyway, 24069. Nasdaq swept all-time highs. No, it did not. You guys are probably looking at the wrong chart. Or it's me. Let me double check. Are you guys looking at NAS 100 and telling me it swept? Yes, you guys are looking at NAS 100. We're not looking at NAS 100. We're looking at the Nasdaq futures market, settlement prices, and CME. We want to see price offered up there. EFTs have already taken. Yep, they have. What's up, Kiste? What's up, Vin? You have to pay for this chart? Yes, unless you have a Proper account, then it will come included. And let me do something real quick. That's a lot of UK traders, huh? Waiting on a response. If this guy doesn't reply, we're gonna have to give the point of next account to somebody else. I'll have to give him a day though, at least. What's up? How you doing? You locked in on coding yesterday? I coded pretty much the entire day yesterday, yeah. Pretty much the entire day. We got good progress done. I almost finished my test 1 series. And I will start testing 2, which is just test 2 series will just be like the probability of different levels getting hit. For example, how often do we hit this at this time compared to this at this time, etc., etc. What is the Nasdaq chart? What is the Nasdaq futures chart on TradingView? MNQ. You can see the ticker down here. You can use the 30-minute fair value gap. You can use the 15-minute. It really doesn't matter. I just want to see price come down and give me a setup long. A lot of people were bearish going into the week. I'm not sure why. Like all-time high is just such a strong narrative. In the scopes, man, we shoot. I mean, again, we may not even get there, so we'll see. If you buy a funded next futures, yes, you will get CME data. 30-minute significant? Yeah, I mean, it's all the same for free, yes. 30-minute gap, if we come down there, that's great. Take out the 15-minute low. Even this 15-minute gap, we can just retest that. There's so many ways to view it. We'll give second spin to FN accounts? Possibly, if this guy doesn't reply. I said 48 hours, right? So we'll give him that. PPI was 830. I just look for larger moves referencing this candle pretty significantly. That's what I do on CPI, PPI day. You need 7 trading days to pass Apex eval? No, you can pass in 1 day. I don't know who said that. Sorry, bro, I missed your text. You said it so many times. My bad, did not say that. Yeah, I'm on the micro. Can you explain the 40% consistent rule again? I have. Yes, I'll explain it. Listen very closely. I'll say it really quickly. Once you request a payout, once you're ready, okay, make sure that your best trading day, whatever that is, go back to your trades, look at your best trading day. Okay, take that number. Make sure that that number is not 40% of your total profits. So if you made $10,000, make sure your best trading day is not more than 4,000. You think we go down to where? We may not even go down at all. We may just open up and move higher, but if I'm going to long, it's going to have to go down first. Can't tell if you're Hispanic or Arab. I'm Arab. I get that a lot, but then I also get like people say like, this guy's obviously Arab, bro. I'm Arab. PPI or CPI day start chopping after 16:30 or 4:30, like market close. Market closes at 4:15, bro. So I'm not sure what you mean. 16:30. You got to convert that. When you get funded by Fund X, how many minis or micros do you use at the beginning? I use like 1 to 3. Well, it depends what account size you have, but if it's 25K, you want shorts? I know you want shorts, Bobby. I know you want that deep premium shorts. I wouldn't even mind taking classic model shorts either, but unless it's A plus, I don't see myself shorting too. It would only be this low, really. Maybe this one. 50K account, Probably no more than 5 micros. Did we touch End Dog today? We did. Not after 9:30 though. We might get here. Use turtle soup? No. You de-risk? No, not PPI. Maybe CPI, maybe CPI or NFP. The range is not that big, so I don't have to de-risk. I'll say one thing. Stock market is green. Stock market is hella green. And we are up pretty good. Although we're not really up because I'm not closing anything. So but it's nice to see green in the portfolio. Green across the board. What is the 50% bonus? I think that means if you get a payout, you get extra money. I think that's what that means. Bobby's probably so sad right now. Right, let's lock in. I'm bullish. The bias is all-time highs. You read YouTube when I'm trading? No, I'm about to minimize the chat. So if you guys don't know, first thing first, I live stream every single day at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. I haven't missed a day in a very long time. I'm gonna trade. If I'm trading my fundeds, you'll know that's like the default. I'll be on my this is my funded, and then on my other monitor I also have funded that I'm trading. Copy trading funded accounts. If I'm trading an eval, I'll tell you guys like this is eval today, you know. And then besides that, what else is important to tell you guys? When I'm actually trading, I minimize the chat because chat is super troll. I ain't gonna lie. Chat is super troll. Every time I'm in drawdown, every time the trade ticks against me, every time I win, then it starts like retracing. Everyone wants to say something. I don't need to read all that. So unfortunately, I can't answer your guys' questions while I'm trading, but I will tell you guys everything I see live time. Any trade I take, you will see live time, and at least we'll be really focused. So first things first, we mark out the opening range gap. This is something we're gonna use very often. This is what all my testing right now that I've been doing in code has been using the opening range gap quadrants and just probabilities. So this is definitely something we're gonna use. You know what else is really cool too? I studied the opening range gap tests in the last 15 years and I compared them to the last 5 years, and they're actually almost identical, like almost perfectly identical. It's actually quite crazy. So that's a good relief because it means over the last 15 years, opening range gap been doing the same stuff in terms of quadrant levels and all that. So market's moving lower. I don't see myself shorting, so we'll just wait. We'll wait and see if it reaches, the sell side levels. Put that like that. Sell side levels being here, opening range gap low, new day opening gap. Even this low right here, 830 low, that's sell side. Right here, pretty prominent low. And we can look for potentially a high probability long from there. So we're just gonna wait. I'm not gonna short this now that it's moved lower. I feel like people are probably trapped in short, in terms of the retail mind. We left these equal highs and we have the higher time frame objectives higher. So we're just gonna wait. 50% org met right there. Wait, hold on. I think I have a stat that's like, if org is met 50%, then there's this, what's the percentage of, do I have that stat? Am I gonna really pull up the stat book here? We're gonna have to like get more in depth with this stuff. There's just so many tests to run. Like, okay, 50% org gets hit. How many times do they get hit between 9:30 and 10? Okay, between 9:30 and 10, how often do we get one org? If it is one org, but we gapped up, how often do we actually reverse? And you could just go down infinite routes. Candles are pretty normal size, 50 points ish. So we'll probably be around a 3 to 5 micro ish trade. We did get below the body here, so believe it or not, that is an SMT. I actually personally don't require us go any lower. I would hope we do, because there's no way I can long this. Although technically this is a CISD. I wouldn't long it. If we could, get something like this, that would be a nice long. So we'll wait for that, see if that wants to happen. But right now, it could move higher, and I wouldn't be surprised. Look at my Tradebait chart, guys. Isn't this clean? That's a clean chart, no? Just nice red and white. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me take the last couple bites out of my sandwich so we can really, really lock in. I wouldn't use it, Toffee. Sorry that I couldn't read your message. Toffee, eventually, bro, we're just gonna do the Discord streams, man. It's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. We can even get people talking. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know about that one, but the Discord streams are gonna be so much better, bro. It's gonna be so much better. What it's gonna do? You know the drill. You know the drill, Insta. If all time highs in the crosshairs, bro. Hold on, let me make a clip out of that. Everyone keeps saying, what's the bias? And you guys know the drill. When it comes to me, you guys know. If all-time high is in the crosshairs, we shoot. Okay, that was kind of cringe, right? I'm not gonna lie, we can make a cool edit out of that. Especially if all-time high gets hit. Especially if we take a trade to get to all-time high. But I can't let that make my bias, I'm the type of person that would want to do it just for that. That was aura. It's only aura if we reach all-time highs. The thing is, like, how many times have I've been saying that for the past 2 years now. All these days we made a higher all-time high. Every single day I was bullish looking for all-time highs. And I've been saying that since, when did I start trading? Last year, March or something? I've been saying that since like over here. Taking longs to all-time highs, and I'm like, we shoot. All-time high narrative, I don't know any other stronger narrative than the market pushing to an all-time high. Especially on a market like NASDAQ. Okay, nice. We are getting that lower low. You could actually short this too, but I wouldn't. Because there's no telling if it's going to get to opening range gap low or if it's just going to take out the short-term low and then reverse. I'd rather just wait and see. It's not worth putting money behind it to figure it out or to find out. He is so good, bro. I'm telling you, if you guys trade and you guys feel like you're on edge when you trade, like it's like a little bit nerve-wracking. Just lean back in your chair and drink tea. No one can lean back in their chair and drink tea and then still not be composed. It's not possible. It's not in the physics. Stock market is green. It's what I like to see. Some of our alerts should be getting hit now, right? Wait, what? This shit got hit overnight? I didn't know. Oh well. I didn't get no alert. Lame ass alert, I guess. That alert's staying right there. NVIDIA. Alert at all-time highs. I'm not missing anything. Don't worry, guys. I have the charts open. I suppose we can set an alert at 120, 102. AMD alert. Yeah, AMD, those eagle highs. Better be alerted. Okay. We have good alerts. Good alert set. Anyways, we get the lower low. If we get the CISD here, you guys already know I'm in that. That's the no hesitation trade for me. So, what would be the risk on that? Say we got to fill here. Like the stop's kind of low, but if we're shooting for the scopes, 43-point stop. Tight one. It's a big one. Maybe we can get away with like this breaker low, 30-ish points. It'd be a 30. I mean, 30 points, 60, 63, 3 is 180. Honestly, might be a 3 or 4 micro trade today on the Apex account. Okay, it's not bad. And like I said, if you're bearish, you could short this, but I'm saying my model is forming short here. I'm not going to take it. The reason I'm saying you can is because, well, if you're bearish, it's quite a simple model. We traded up into the imbalance. This is an order block. And then you have London low, Asia low, equal lows. You could get there. And I would just be watching it get there. In fact, I don't even think we don't even need the CISD here because of the SMT. I could simply long the inversion if ES forms the order block and just say it's a protraction on ES. We got 8:30 open. We're about to get true day open. Maybe. Let's quickly look at the YM. I don't know what all this is, but I have hella alerts here. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. So remember, tomorrow's CPI, so if we just happen to go lower today, and then we just wake up tomorrow with the new all-time highs, it's possible. It sucks, but it is possible. Tomorrow's CPI will be big. Full model on channel. My full model? Yeah, my full model's on my YouTube. You can also watch me trade it live every day. Been doing that for some time now. No, if I'm gonna trade, you'll see it on the screen. I don't hide trades. My bias is still bullish. Anyone know my model? I trade the power of 3. Probably not similar to most people you know. I say that because I really fine-tuned how I trade the power of 3. Should I use this small ass first presentation? You could. Whether you call it a first presentation or not, I think there's more important things. You can call it whatever you want. Call it second presentation, bro. um, waiting. We're in long territory. I don't need it to go any lower. ES looks ready. I don't like that candle's with no body, but like ES, technically I could go long right now and it wouldn't be a rule break. What's the risk on this? 26 points. I have to wait, man. Not convincing enough. What more do I need to see? SMT, the order block formed on ES. Maybe I just wait for the CISD. The CISD is so large, bro. 42 points. 2.46. 42 points. 80. 160. Could use the breaker instead. Stop at the breaker low. Well, good thing we didn't go long. You can kind of just tell it's like a red flag trade. 9:50 macro is approaching. 10 a.m. is approaching. I'm viewing this as a fake price run, but who knows? Looks like Asia London lows will probably get taken. In fact, there isn't really enough risk to reward to take this short. If you can snipe the entry. I don't know if that'll be formed. I wouldn't short it, but you could. You can definitely short it. Because the 1 minute fair value gap, then the OB. ES still has the sell side here. So I think NQ can take out this black line. But I don't think it's as high probability just waiting for a long. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to wait. I don't want to waste capital on a short. And then if I lose, I have to take a long after. I'd rather just wait for the long. And we might get it here, actually. Fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, pretty clean. Pretty clean, I would say. 1 hour fair value gap. If we get a CISD here. 2-day open, 1 hour fair value gap. What more can I ask for that? Don't need much more than that. Suppose it could take Asia lows. And we have to look for a daily reversal model. But I don't really need that. What's the risk on this trade? 40 still. Realistically, we can get away with like 70, just under 50% of that wick. 25,914. So hypothetically, best case scenario, 30 point stop. Okay, interesting. We'll see. Looks like we're making a lower low anyways. So I'm looking at these price levels. New day opening gap. High tendency of getting hit in the morning session. Pretty high tendency. Oh, this tea is cold. That's awful. There is an S&T down here. It's not the cleanest. Then again, it's going to look a lot cleaner on like the 5 minute, for example. It's so weak. This trade's about to be so weak. But I think if we get the CISD, I'll still execute. It's still worth the risk. So If we get it, we'll try it. 32-point stop. It's really high risk to reward. You know, we don't even have to risk full amount on this trade. 32 points, 64 times 2 is 124. We could squeeze out 4 micros, but I'm just going to do 3 micros. What did I say the stop was? 28 to 60. Yeah. I'm just going to do, I'll risk a little bit less because the draw is so, like if I don't want to trade to be correct, but you know, if we do get that run towards the equal highs, I mean, that's like 3, 4, 5R. And we can always add a position should we need to. So if we get that closure, we'll try it. What's wrong with this SMT? It looks, I'm gonna say it looks weird. Not really seeing the follow through that I would like to see. It's really weak, really, really weak. The narrative's strong, the setup's pretty weak. 2-minute looked a little bit better, I guess. 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to go against all that order flow. Why can't we just do it ES? Oh, really? We're gonna 1 tick close above? Alright, let's try this. Watching this candle print. Weird that I'm watching this candle print right now because I want to see if we make a higher high than this. What just happened? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're in. Anyways, we made a higher high. Shoot. Okay. All right, so we're entering off the CISD. Just gonna put the stop at the most recent low. We're gonna target, you know, a lot higher. Not looking good already, to be honest, but I like the trade. Stop is at 915. 915.25. Oh my. Candle of doom there, huh? Well, the good news is, if we get a CISD here, it should be really clean. Should be really clean. Yeah, we got pretty much obliterated on that trade. I mean, I knew it wasn't the strongest, but ES looked really strong at the time. We got the full inversion on ES. Anyways, if we get the CISD, I'm going to try it again. This time will be around the same stop loss size, so. Did we get a bad fill on that? I got filled at 900. That sucks. I got filled 15 points. Good, thank goodness we de-risked slightly. We still lost more than we were supposed to though. I got filled at 900. I got filled all the way down here. What is that candle? Was there a news thing? Nah, whatever. We got slipped all the way down here. But it's okay. Luckily I was slightly de-risked, so it's no big deal. Okay. If we get the CISD, I'll try again. Same trade idea. Hourly fair value gap, 2-day open. Swept out sell side. If we don't get the setup here, then we'll probably wait for something like this. I'll take both, you know. I'll even give it 3 attempts. So if this CISD forms, we'll try. It'd be a nice breaker. This one has a fair value gap attached to it. So it could be a nice inversion confluence. So we'll see. I'll take it with the exact same micros, 3 micros on the Apex accounts. See if we can get that closure. Hopefully it doesn't go too far. I'm gonna check the 30-second part. No 30-second CISD. We did get the 15-second CISD. If this starts making a higher high, I'll just execute there using the 15-second. Yeah, I would. If this makes a higher high here at 943, I would just buy that. Otherwise, we wait for the 1 minute closure. Doesn't look like it's gonna make a higher high. That's why I like waiting for a CISD. Man, these inversions, it's not strong enough to dictate a reversal. Okay, we wait. We're gonna have to wait. Looks like we'll make a run lower here. Getting real choppy in this imbalance. So we got the hourly rejection block as well. It shouldn't really go much lower if we're bullish. We'll see. Still early in this session. Oh, we hit 1K on TikTok. Cool. Speed lower. I feel like a likely scenario at this point is NASDAQ takes out these lows, ES takes out pre-market low, and then maybe we move higher. And I say that because obviously if we were bullish, we probably would have moved higher already. Just the straight truth. So we'll just keep a close eye, I suppose. We're working a lot in this hourly imbalance. It's going to be hard to trust any CISD at this point. And to be honest, the 5-minute one is pretty clean. So if we can get the 5-minute, I mean, don't make me use a 50-point stop. We can use like a 40-point stop here. Maybe the 5-minute CISD. Cleanest one. Everything else is sloppy. I mean, 4-minute, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they're all terribly ugly. But the 5-minute would be nice. If we can get there in the next 3 minutes, I can probably trust this long. The only issue is the stop loss placement. We can get it below. We can get it at the body low. We can cover 50%. 905. So what's that stop loss? 40-ish points. Yeah, we just run it with 3 micros again. Same trade idea. I mean, it's also the 1-minute CISD, so. See if we can get there. And then 10 a.m. we just get range expansion. Would be nice. 5 minutes the cleanest time frame. Yeah, I mean, there's no cleaner. The 1 minute's really iffy. I mean, it's still the 1-minute CISD. But it's not anywhere near as clean as the 5-minute. 5-minute chart just looks a lot cleaner right now. So 2 minutes, see if we can get there. I mean, basically, we don't have to get there in 5 minutes. We can get there in on the 1-minute time frame as well. Stop loss will go to the most recent swing low. And we just target these equal highs first. So we'll see. 75% org reached. Not closed below. Didn't get to org low. Took out the previous 15-minute candle low. Might close above. That slippage on that was Annoying. 15. Because we got flipped an extra $100 per account, right? 15 times 2 is 30. 30 times 5. Sorry, 30 times 3. 90. So we lost an extra $90 on every single account just because of the slippage on this trade. 951. But it's okay because we were de-risked. Thankfully, I didn't take 4 micros. Otherwise, we would have lost too much for one day. Well, not really too much, but an annoyingly amount of much. Okay, we have 1 more minute for the CIC on the 5. I don't think we're going to get there in time. 10 a.m. open's about to happen. So we will likely just see what 10 a.m. does. I'm still bullish. We could get here. My bias wouldn't change if we trade here. In fact, I think I would rather it trade here. Because then, if it doesn't go any lower, like if we get it set up from here, then we know it's really not likely to go any more lower. But if we start going lower than Asia low and org low, if we start flipping or opening range gap, well then we know we're probably just not bullish. And that way we don't have to, sit here waiting for a lock. But okay, there's 10 a.m. The best thing that can happen right now is we come down, take this low, and then expand. 10 a.m. trades back into the hourly fair value gap. So 2 taps into the hourly fair value gap for now. I don't want to like force my buys too hard, but what I am doing. Check what I am. Also kind of weird. At least it's not that choppy. This is pretty choppy, man. The long we took wasn't the best, but all right. Can we get there? I'll take it. I won't hesitate on this one. Give me a nice closure. I know there's an SMT up there. All right, let's take it there. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Okay. Not the best, decent fills. Okay. All right, we're in the long. Trying the same trade. Stops going to the 5-minute low. And we're trying it again. Same situation. Let's record it this time. Oh, I am recording. So we got the closure above 50% opening range gap. 1 hour fair value gap. I'm trusting this low right now. Trusting this low too. I want to see speed above this level. Let me just make sure the stop is placed because I'm not trying to deal with that stuff again. Now we just wait and see. I'd want to see speed above here. The reason I say that is because anyone who was short trailed stops on this, like I said, I'm viewing this as people trapped short. That's trailed stops. Don't want to give these people a chance to get out. So usually, if we are bullish, we'll see speed there. And then obviously our first objective here, we have the equal highs. We'll see if we can get to those relative equal highs. So far, pretty decent speed. Nothing crazy. Whoops. My stop is covering this. Let's label this as an OB. Make it nice and pretty. I like the fact that we didn't get to org low. Didn't get to new day opening gap low. Like, just good little signatures in the trade idea. Definitely better than the first trade we took. I can say that much. But the first trade was also not bad. I mean, it was a little forced, but I still think it was worth the risk because of just the risk reward potential, you know. And I knew if I got stopped out, this setup would form if I was right. So I knew I could try both times. Maybe we wait for the higher probability one, but I think that's super hindsight thing to say. Why isn't it showing me? Okay, good. All right. So yeah, not really looking to take anything off besides the pre-market highs. Only issue is ES might get there really soon. So we'll have to decide what we do. I mean, I do have the all-time high draw. I don't want to force all-time high draw, but we'll see. We did leave a fair value gap right here. Can't tell there's a volume imbalance. So far, the trade looks a little better than the last. Again, I don't want to see speed above here. ES is about to take this high. Man, that just sucks. But then again, I would assume ES can reach. This is all-time high on ES right here. I believe ES can price to all-time highs in regular trading hours. That's my personal belief. I don't want to force that narrative, but if all-time high is right there on ES and we haven't gotten there in regular trading hours, that's probably my first draw on liquidity on this trade. So let's make a note. Also, this would be a nice breaker. I'm gonna move the stop to 921. Or we call it the body low here at 916. 915. Yeah, let's call it 915. Moving the stop to 915. Just the body low. I don't want to see us get too far, much deeper than this imbalance. Realistically, we could even move the stop higher, so I'm already giving it a lot of room. But I do want to reduce the risk of this trade. So 915 is the new stop. If NQ could just possibly get really bullish in here, then it can catch up to ES. That's what I would want to see. So ES reaching those pre-market highs. But I want to see speed to all-time highs. That's what I want to see, right? All right, we're just going to bring the stop to the most recent swing low, which is 921. Don't want to see a lower low at this point, right? So good risk management already. Obviously, first trade wasn't perfect, but we managed to reduce the risk of this one by quite a bit, 15 points, just the same amount that we got slipped on. So at least there's that. Now we just wait, see if ES reaches all-time highs. I know there's a premium 5-minute fair value gap. I know a bunch of people are probably saying that right now. It's fine. Still bullish. Narrative's higher. So we'll see if that wants to play out. 5-minute CISD is here. We can touch that. Last 5-minute low was here, 924. I like to stop where it is. Just got to see some follow through. Am I supposed to love you? So ES about to take all-time highs. I really don't want to partial so early. But I will probably have to take something off. At least something. It would just be silly not to. Reduce my risk. We could just get follow through. We've taken so many trades that like keep playing in our favor, but then they just fizzle out, and it's only like a partial win or like a reduced stop. It's been a while since we got a clean run. You know, suppose we've been on the wrong side a couple times though, so I can't really complain because if they weren't partial wins or partial losses, well then they would have been full losses. So okay, we might form our first protraction model here. So we'll see if that forms. Yeah, I like my stop right now. 921 is a good stop. All right, trading back into the OB. Look how far NQ is going down. Look how not far ES is going down. In fact, ES's last candle was up close. Why can't we get the same energy, Give me that same kind of confidence that the S&P is giving. Okay, I think we traded into, yeah. So if we get the closure above here, that would be very bullish at that point. Right, at that point, I would expect price to speed up. So hopefully, it's not in our hands anymore. But if we get the OB here, that'd be very nice. Obviously, you see that imbalance there. So far, leaving it, trading into it, and then leaving it. It's not what we want to see. We want to see speed through it. But I will give it a chance. What's YM doing? Yeah, YM looks pretty similar. We're just retracing. We'll see if we can survive this retracement. Assuming we're right. Obviously, we could be wrong. In which case, this is a perfect short to take out this low. But I think I've accepted that, so. Well, sometimes in the corner of my eye, I see like the Tradeovate screen's like tripping out, and it looks like it's about to be a big drop. But it's just the candle ticking up and down. But it lucky gets me every time. I feel like a candle or just pumped, and I'm like, wait, what did I miss? Oh, if ES doesn't reach all-time highs, I'd be quite surprised. I wonder if someone could run us. I mean, I could run a statistic. The amount of times ES was like 1% away from all-time highs. Well, not 1%. Like 0.1% away from all-time highs in regular trading hours, and then didn't reach all-time highs. That's got to be like 1 in 10. It's got to be. I'm just predicting, but I don't know the actual number. But I would assume it's pretty high, especially if we're right there. All right, see some Nasdaq volatility now. That's what I want to see. And I'm a sinking ship that's burning. Let go my hand. We already know where we're putting our stop. If we get the closure above, it's gonna be right there. In fact, I'll add a measly 1 contract. If this trades higher, I'll bring the stop. Well, we're bringing the stop either way. 945. Look at that beautiful, beautiful risk management. Stop's going to 945. Whether I add one or not depends on what this next candle does. Are you allowed to add positions on Apex? I don't even know, man. The rules are weird sometimes. I'm not even gonna do it. I'll just add one on the live. Oh, that is weird sometimes. Okay. So there you guys go. This is a reduced stop. This is my protraction model right here. 3-minute bullish for value gap, 1-minute inversion. That qualifies. Meets criteria. You can see. I want to see the 3-minute OB form, obviously. That would confirm to me we're likely to move higher. So we managed to reduce the risk to simply 5 points. On my Apex accounts, it's 2 points. I got a better fill. So we're only risking about $8 on this trade now, or 2 times $12. $12 on this trade per account, that is. So yeah, hopefully we get the speed above this high. That would be wonderful. Wonderful to see. Would be a nice trade. If not, well, we take the small loss. Pretty much break even on this one. I like the inversion here. I see it coming back. Looks like it's going to take the low out. But you never know. Give it a chance. Nine, 4, 5, 2, 5. We want to be really precise. 9, 4, 2, 5. We did reinverse. We didn't get the higher time frame OB. 5-minute fair value gaps there. I'm thinking about moving my stop back down on this account. I don't know. It's a tough one, if I'm being honest. Can't go wrong with losing 5 points, but there's opportunity cost here. I feel like this is pretty obviously bullish. We just get the same vibe as ES. Like, ES is doing great, man. Shout out ES, bro. Doing everything it's supposed to. Traction model holds. Perhaps. Make it easy on me, man. Just make it easy. Just get me the alert on ES. You see the alert line. It's all-time highs. It's a dead wick. It's pre-market buy side. It's a level that has not been traded to in regular trading hours. Just make it easy on me. What are we waiting for? Are we gonna edge it? What's the holdup? If it was me personally making the market, we're already there. That's all I'm saying. If it was me making the market, we're already above all-time highs. That's all I'm saying. Like, the build-up is crazy. It's 3 points away. Well, actually, now it's 4 points. Anyways, we'll see. We did the hard part of the trade. You know, we clicked the button. We moved the stop where it's supposed to. I feel like I'm due for a nice win. All the wins we've had recently are just like, meh. You know, we like take this partial and then stop the rest out. I guess it would be too easy if we just went to all-time highs right now, right? It's too obvious. They got to make it a little bit harder. You know, they gotta make people second guess. Think about the amount of people that are like, "Oh, we're about to break out," and they just buy this. I feel like that makes sense. Anyways, we're probably gonna get stopped here. I don't think we survive this. The good news is we can re-enter the trade if it forms a protraction model. So I think we're gonna get stopped out here, but I mean, let's see. There's currently an SMT there, so there's hope. Stop is in the correct spot. I don't think we'll survive it, but there's a chance. I would like to see this form a bullish order block. I wonder if anyone just went short. They probably feel like shit. If I just went short, if that was me, if I just went short, I'm closing the charts. I'm taking a nap. There's no way because you short the S&T from the fit. Did anyone go short? I'm gonna open chat and ask. Did anyone go short there? I genuinely feel bad because I'd be. It literally immediately opened and just pumped. Be honest, bro. Did anyone go short? Come on, I know someone did, bro. You're about to go short? Okay. I added a long. Okay, I think Javon, you went short. I've been there, man. Guys, I've taken shorts, and then the next candle didn't even one tick. In fact, I was in drawdown to start the trade, and it never even saw green, bro. It just went against me. It happens, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It happens. And I don't think anyone's having a great time right now. I'm not, that's for sure. This is not an easy one to hold. But we're here, holding. The good news is I don't have to make any decisions. Can't touch my stop. Unless we get the OB here, then I can move it up there. Save myself 5 points. Which doesn't seem like much. But that's 0.2% on a live account. Is the stock market still green at least? Something can be green. Stock market is still somewhat green. At least there's that. At least we're green somewhere. Will you close when ES takes data high? I will partial when ES takes data high. I think I'd be foolish to not. What is happening with this price action? I don't like blaming price action. But yeah, what is happening? I don't know. It's really slow. To be honest, I might just take one contract. Depends where my stop is. The first thing I want to do is make myself risk-free on this trade. Currently, we're still risking 5 points. I mean, realistically, we can bring the stop here to 948. Technically can't until we get the closure above. Yeah, CPI is tomorrow. But then what the hell is the point of PPI, bro? Fake? Fake ass. Just give me one Drake candle. You know that candle here? This candle that slipped me 15 points down? Can we just get that to the upside? Like, why can't I get slipped 15 points up? I have never, ever been slipped 15 points on a TP. Ever. Not even in backtest, bro. When has anyone ever been like, oh wow, I made more than I was supposed to? Hell nah, bro. That shit never happens. It's always when it's your stop loss. It always slips your stop. Or your entry. It never slips you a better entry. It never slips you a better entry. It's like, wow, my fill was so great. No, never. It's always the SL, bro. So funny in that sense. You've been slipped on TP one time? If you guys ever traded for like a lot of people, I've never traded. Actually, I did trade forex. I actually traded forex on a live account one time. Let me tell you guys something hilarious, bro. If you trade forex, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. We could have been in the trade. Let's say we're in like this trade, bro. Your stop here on forex is gone, bro. Your stop is gone. Your stop could have been like here. If you took this trade, bro, this would have probably stopped you out. Like, I'm not even joking. It's that bad sometimes. It really is that bad. Like, you'd be getting stopped out when it's like not even close. And then TP, bro, I've literally had forex trades. Where it's like, if this is my TP, it's literally like doing this. And it still hasn't closed the position, bro. Like, the limit has not been hit. What? What's going on? Anyways, we're going to bring the stop to 949. Because that is the most recent protraction model. We formed the OB there. So now we are officially break even without doing anything silly. Now it's up. Now it's not in my hands. Now it's in Drake's hands. Let me adjust the stop here as well. Look at ES. I'm gonna love to look back at this price action and just be like, whether or not ES takes 6565. Bro, 6565? Come on, bro. That has to be a strong draw. 6565? It's meant to be, bro. 6565, bro. Come on. 6565. That's just too beautiful. 6565? It's just like the perfect candle, bro. That shit is the perfect candle. 6565, man. Come on, bro. Why is everyone saying 67, bro? What even is that? What? TikTok too? Both TikTok and YouTube chats both said 67 at the same time? You hit 2R yet? I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be honest. My original stop was here. So probably not. I think we're at 1R, bro. But I did add a position on this account, so technically we're more. But then all I'm gonna say is 6565 has to be a strong draw. I've seen about 100 people type 67 in my chat. Why are you still in long? Why am I still in long? Let's think about it. Why am I still in long? What could the possible reasons be? Let's use our brain a little bit. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. The average trader's ability to comprehend something is declining. Someone said that in my comment section the other day, and it was the most true thing I ever said. Like, let's use our brains a little. Why am I long? What do you think, bro? Do you think I'm bearish? Obviously not, because then I wouldn't be long. Do you think I'm bullish? Yeah. Well, duh. Why else would I be in long, bro? There's only two possibilities, and one of them makes no sense. So what's going on, bro? No one said bro's never asking a question. Bro was just curious why I'm bullish. Unless you meant why am I still bullish. If you mean why am I still bullish, because all-time high is right there on ES. And I would bet that more times than not, it'll take out this level. So that's why I'm still bullish. Also, doesn't make sense to partial here. Stops at break even. So not really risking anything to find out. I actually did get 1K 2 chains. I did glance for a bit and I did see that 1K number. See, I like a scenario here. ES does absolutely nothing and NQ pumps. That's what I want to see right now. YM? That's not good actually. And what the hell is this candle on ES, bro? Is that a bug? Why does it look like that? Okay, I was gonna say. Like it looked like there was. YM does not look good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. YM is about to take low of day or low of 930. Let's just put that one aside, bro. Pretend we didn't see that shit. First take profit is when ES takes all-time highs. Although I'm going to be honest, if I'm being honest, I think we may not get there. We may not get there. But we'll see. Nothing I'm going to do about it. If I push short order and all time I go to sleep, would that be bad? No stop loss? We put a stop loss at least, too. There she goes. Actually, it's not over. We have an S&T here. It's not looking good. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I don't think it's looking good right now. The fact that we closed below 971 is a red flag. Get out? No, there's no point. I'm gonna break even. I'll just wait. I'll simply just wait. There's also an S&T here, so it really wouldn't make sense. Obviously, Nasdaq's more bullish. So let me see your higher time frame bias. See the blue line right here on the S&P 500. That's my all-time. That's my higher time frame bias right there. Let me make sure the stops are all in the right spots. 949. Yes, all the stops are in the correct locations. Control your emotions. Wait, Moo Investing? I always get the ads for Moo Investing. I'm not partnering with them though. Moo Investing. Just control your emotions. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. If you can't see ES, take your phone and do this. Every time I switch tabs, it logs me out of my brokerage account. It's so annoying. You smoke weed? No, brother. Don't do any of that stuff. Close the break even. Nice. What's Momo? I don't know. I always get ads for it. They emailed me trying to partner up. Where are you from? I live in Toronto, Canada, Ontario. I'm Arab though. If we don't inverse this gap, it may be the end of us. But I'm a believer. Got me stick to my stomach. What's making you sick, bro? You have basketball today? No, we lost playoffs. But I have good news, Adam. My back, I think my back is fully healed. I think it has. I haven't felt the pain in a while. I'm scared to like start doing stuff though. I'm not gonna lie. You thought I was from the UK? I know a lot of people from there. I've met a lot of UK traders recently. How did you fix it? How did I fix it? Just the stretchers every day and resting. Like I didn't go to the gym for a while. What do you do besides trading? Backtest. How much are you up right now? 117 ticks. It's hard to say. I took this on my live account. I took this on Apex. Took this on Funded Next. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really care. We're up about 1R. Ugh. Why I'm taking low of morning. I'll say one thing. I don't know if we're gonna get that move that I've been anticipating, and I say that because the other indices don't look good. To be honest. Are your parents proud? No. How much percentage of profit do we pay for prop firms? At the end of the year, report all your income, and that's what you do. All right, 1030. 1030 can send us there. Bro says straight up, no. Yeah, I'll be straight up, no. Even though I had some really good months recently, that I don't care. What do you got? What I do besides trading? Backtest. Spend time with my girl. Probably the top two things I do besides actual placing trades. 1030 will straight up send us to SL. We've done the hard part of this trade, guys. We've done the hard part of this trade. Actually, maybe the hard part is just sitting here hoping. This is my only income. Some money from affiliates, some money from YouTube streams. Don't make much off YouTube, like $100 a month, maybe 200. Um, TikTok doesn't pay me. Yeah, that's about it. You take partials? No, not yet. Not yet. Too early for me. I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to be this slow. But I'm not gonna partial this. Do you have a regular job? No. I have not worked the job in 2 years. Well, is your income like a normal job or is it way more? Depends what job, I guess. How much you made all time from trading? 10K, 10K. I made a lot more than 10K in all time. I'm talking all time. What was your old jobs? I've worked a couple jobs in my life. I'll tell you guys. Number one, the first ever job I worked was at McDonald's. I worked there for 3 months. I worked every single shift possible, bro. And I bought everything I would have ever needed to buy. I bought a computer. Did I buy a computer? No, I didn't buy a computer. I bought a phone, a TV, a PlayStation, a controller, a laptop, a headset, and some other stuff for my controller, like a bunch of games. And then I bought all that stuff as a 15-year-old kid, and I quit the job. My next job, I guess I've only ever worked two jobs. The next job I worked was at my college. I worked as like I worked the basketball games. I only worked two jobs. I worked a lot of basketball jobs. Stop saying that word. Oh, this candle's coming fast. I'm gonna take a glance at YM. Hopefully, it's not too far below low of day. I knew it. I did graduate with a degree. You know what's funny? It's like we took so long. Like, let's be real. Be real. We're talking about outcomes here. If we get stopped out, we all know what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in like 1 minute or 2 minutes. It took us so long just to go from here to here. But when it comes to SL, it's gonna straight down. If it comes. I don't know. Bro, we're stacking up SMT. Like, we got the hat trick of SMTs now, bro. The Infinity Stones. Two more and we get all five. I haven't looked at the higher time frame in a while. Let's just see what's happening. Snake. I'm gonna be honest. This is a hope and pray. Like, if this trade plays out, I'm not even gonna feel that good about it. Um, I'm not gonna say it was luck, But I mean, let's be honest. This was not a clean trade. Obviously, misinterpreted something, I guess. See that speed? See that speed? Yeah. 30-minute OP, oh yeah. Yeah. The good news is, if we get stopped out, we may find a nice protraction model at 1050 macro. So that's good news. You're out of this shit? Alright, now we can pump. Now that you're out, we can go. It's good stuff. Appreciate you taking the hit for us, brother. Listen, they're not gonna trip me into closing, alright? I know the moment I close, Drake enters the market. I know. Come on, I've been here before. As soon as I close, Drake enters the market, bro. You're not tripping me, bro. I will ride with this. I will ride with this trade. It's still chopping. It's still, no one get excited. It's probably still going sideways. If let's be real, it looks like well no. Let's take a step back. What is really happening? Absolutely nothing. Hopes and dreams. That's the only thing that's happening right now. Hopes and dreams. Someone took a day off at the office, and this market is not running any liquidity pools. I'll say one thing. It's been too easy for us. That's why I feel like we're gonna get stopped. You know, it's just been too easy. There's no way the market did not deliver smoothly whatsoever, and we are still in this trade. That is too easy. It's been too easy for me. You know, it doesn't feel fair. Like I'm not even joking at this point. Like I genuinely think that's a high probability narrative. Anyone who's in long here hasn't been stopped. We haven't made a single, unless besides this low right here, just seems too easy. You know, I would not recommend coming to Canada. Wherever you are, stay where you are. It's probably better. Kind of expensive as shit here. Worth to re-enter? I mean, if I get stopped, I will look for a re-entry. If that answers your question. So we're working inside 25% opening range gap. We went below it, above it, below it, or above it. And now, of course, below it. YM showing no signs of willingness to move higher. ES, not really sure what ES is doing. I feel like ES is frozen, like lagging. And Q is leading the other indices. You know what would really make this pump? If I shorted. If I shorted right now, I guarantee you this market goes straight to all-time highs. If I look at YM and it's forming a CISD, I think we're in the money. We'll put an alert like here or something, just to see. Otherwise, do it for us. Someone said take the hit for it. Do it for the team. Please take your trade out. That's hilarious. That's funny, bro. Just imagine the rewarding feeling of this actually reaching, you know, one of the objectives of the narrative. That would be so rewarding. I would reward myself with a nice, we'll eat something nice today. We'll eat something nice today. Let's just say that. Act like you went short. What if a market maker is watching the live stream for real, for real? Like he's on the trading floor and he's bored. Let me scroll on YouTube. And he just saw me on the For You page and he was like, "This fucker's long." It's too easy for this guy, bro. I'm gonna pretend like I'm long ES. Let me act like I'm in hella profits too. Okay, on a real note though, what do we want to see? Same thing as always. You know, speed above the highs shows a willingness to stop these people out from pre-market. That's what we want to see. Anyone who shorted this. Now, realistically, if we get above this high, the stop's coming here, 955. Could put it there now. I feel like I've just fully accepted the outcome of this trade so hard that I don't want to touch it. Like, I've been in the trade so long that I genuinely don't want to touch anything. I feel like I'm gonna just doom it. You know, like, is that a weird thing to say? Can anyone relate? Sort of. If I touch something right now, something bad's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. I feel like I just have to accept it. You know. But on a real note, we should not go below this level. So, because of the OB, that's. Is there even an OB? I don't even know. Probably. Can argue. This is a bullish order block. It looks exactly like the market maker model, except it accumulated in both stages. Yeah, you ever seen this? And this is about to happen. And when this happens, that's your best trade. So we're there. Everything's there. This low should be protected. This high should see speed. The external objective, if we're bullish, should be met. We're going to take a glance at YM because I haven't seen the alert. Hopefully we didn't go much lower. We made lower lows. It's still going with the body. Let's lock the stop in here at 955. Already done so on all the other accounts. Swept the low, protraction model. Move the stop to the next protraction model. 8 out of 10 times, I will move my stop to the next protraction model. The only times I won't, I will let my not intuition, but I'll let my, judgment on the given price action. Although I don't want to see a trade below here, so. Whenever I leave the marker for macros, it tends to, deliver a little bit better, so. You know, it's funny. We think we did like, oh man, like we worked so hard for it. We literally did nothing. We clicked buy, we moved the stop 3 times, and we just waited. We haven't really done much. If I was at a job right now, I worked 1 hour and I made 15 bucks. But I'm sweating and I feel like awful. All right, 10:50 lunch. Hold on. I have a statistic that I can use. What is the probability that we trade to 25% of the opening range gap from 11 to 11:30? The number is 31%. So we have a 70% chance that once 11 a.m. comes, a 70% chance that price does not trade into 25% org. I like those odds. I like those odds. We'll take that. Can we get follow through after one high? Why do we have to? Every time we take a high, we go into 15 minutes of sideways motion, bro. No speed. How am I supposed to love you if I don't know who I am? I'll give you all of me when I'm only half a man. Cause I'm in a sinking ship that's burning. Let go of my hand. This is worse than PM. This is worse than market close. I'd rather trade 16 to 17, bro. Or 17 to 18. 1 hour where you can't even trade. That'll be better. No, just the one time. If we can just break above one high, I'm sure that we can. Wait, this is opening range gap high, and we traded down, filled all the. What's the probability of us trading back to opening range gap high? That's what I want to know. The probability of us trading back to opening range gap high from 11 to 11:30, 25%. That's not that good, man. I'm gonna be honest. Pretty consistently 25%. How big is this gap? Opening range gap high to low. 125 points. So that's this bucket range. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, that's 50%. Never mind. I didn't do that test. Never mind. What's the stock market? Let's just look at Nvidia. Nvidia's making higher highs on the day. That's what I like to see. Why can't we get this? Wait, this looks like the most in sync out of all the other stuff. This trade is training, huh? I guess I don't like holding. I don't mind holding trades, but this one. When did we enter? We entered. I guess it's only been 50 minutes. I mean, I've held a lot longer, so it's probably gonna make a lower low if I'm being honest. Looking at ES, we got the CISD after taking the high. I think this may be the stretch for us, guys. I think this may be it. I think this may be it. I mean, ES is probably going to take this low. And SMT would save us, I suppose. Listen, whenever you're in doubt of your trade, just go to the hourly time frame. It looks fine now, right? Nothing wrong with this trade. Looks great. We're going to get there. It's going to take some time. We had an inside hourly candle. That's crazy. Cool. That rarely happens. Not feeling too good about the stop loss right now. Unless we see some speed, I think we may be out of this one. We probably should have taken a partial above this high. It was a good run, boys. It was a good run. Oh. How did I know? I don't know where it is. You could measure the percentage difference, but I'm just eyeballing. Don't do it, NQ. Don't make that lower low. I mean, listen, if I was being smart and had zero emotion involved, I feel like I take a partial above this high. You have to. You just made a run on it. You got to run down. Like we put that high and we take it out 20 minutes later, that's a partial. This is literally the worst PA I've ever seen. Yeah. I mean, I would agree if you did not buy here. Okay, I think we get out here. If you didn't buy here, you don't get in on this trade. There's no other way you get in, right? All right. There's a couple SFT. We've survived a couple of SMTs. Hopefully, this one joins the club. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow's a lot easier. I mean, today was easy. Just difficult. Take the partial. This is when I scale in. If we now came above here, I'd probably add one. I would. I'm getting lid. Old. They made us work over 20 minutes to go up, 20 points, then 1 minute dump. That's what I'm saying, bro. No speed higher whatsoever. We worked so hard and we barely moved. And I blame the video, bro. And the video's making higher highs now. Alright. Yo, genuinely Nasdaq's following the video. Screw YM. We're not using YM anymore, bro. What is bro, YM is gone. YM is so gone. Look at YM. Bro, where are you going? Previous day low? Damn. We're actually probably gonna get previous day low on YM. Crazy. Anyway, you guys know the drill. If we get the order block, I mean, is there even a point? It's saving an extra 4 points. So we'll see. This is what happens when they're out of sync. I feel like if they were all moving higher, it'd be so much better. Like this trade was a lot better when ES was going higher. I wanted ES to hold right here, and then Nasdaq catch up. Instead, and ES just went lower. So, not ideal. Just one time. I just want you to follow through one time. I'm not even being greedy. Am I? Maybe. Seeing this get overlapped like that, not good. Not good. Even the macro didn't deliver. 1050's prime time, bro. 1050's prime time. If this candle wicks, I'm afraid it's the end of us, I think. But we've said that many times now. Guys, what time is PM session? 1:30 to 14:15. Or 16:15, sorry. Just close it. Bro, I'm telling you, no one can make me close this trade. Nobody. This will, listen, it's ego, and it's probably not the smart thing. I don't care. And you know why I don't care? Because if I close this trade and price pumps, I will have a valid crash out. And that is not what I want to do. I don't want to do. I don't want to do. I will crash out. If I manually close this and it pumps, I will be on edge for the rest of the day. And I don't want that. I will sit here and accept. I can accept an SL. But if I'm going to go out of my way to close it manually when it didn't really tell me something to close, I will not accept this outcome. So we'll leave the stop where it's supposed to be. And that's at the most recent protraction model low. It's GG. Maybe. Same trade closed by mistake. 3-day losing streak? Me or you? Do I have a 3-day losing streak? Today's not even over, bro. Yeah, wasn't a bad trade. Oh, for you? Last 2 days I lost 0.5 R or 0.25 R. No, 0.5? 0.2. 0.25 R. How many times are they gonna do this before choosing a side? You can't make this up. Say one thing, this is probably one of the worst PPIs we've ever seen in a while. Blew my account because of trailing drawdown even though I was up, no more Apex. I mean, you would probably over leverage, my brother. But if it's not something you want to deal with, then yeah, just switch. To be honest, no biggie. PA gives me trust issues. You know what? The issue isn't this price action. The issue is the next time we see a setup, people are gonna have a recency bias. They're gonna be like, it might get choppy here, blah blah. But like, you can't have that recency bias. You know, you go in with the same mindset, not the same mindset every day. I'm just saying, don't let this trade affect the next one. You gotta stay clear-headed. And realistically, yeah, I obviously have ego in this trade, but I haven't done a single decision that my model did not tell me to do. I simply put my stop at the most recent protraction model every time. Every time. And that's where it is right now. And unless I see another protraction model, I'm waiting. We live. Yeah, as long as you live, brother. Oh, someone said Trump speak to scare me. I didn't even see your message, bro. Sorry. How do you adapt the model when conditions change over time? Great question, Adam. You continued journaling. It may seem like you have to actively do something, but when it's changing, you'll see it in your journal, you know? Alpha Futures has TT. I don't know what TT is, bro. Alpha Futures is a prop firm. I feel like working so hard by just sitting here. Yeah, right? It's funny how I feel the same way. It's like I'm working so hard in this trade right now, but I'm genuinely doing nothing besides waiting. I would have been waiting here anyways, waiting for a setup. So whether you're in a trade or not, you're doing the same waiting regardless. Every day I wait till 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. Stop giving me ads. Listen, I could do that, Finn, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I could make a lot of money from ads one day, so I'm gonna keep running them straight up. I'm not even gonna cap. I make like 200 a buck, $200 a month, Canadian. So like 150 US, which is not that much. Wait a minute. Yo, it's our first fair value gap. It's our first bullish fair value gap in a long time. It's probably gonna inverse, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Appreciate you, Finn. Appreciate you. Bro, I'm pretty sure like people who get like 20K total views, they're making like $1,000 a month just from YouTube live stream. Kind of crazy. The trading live streams, the ads pay more than like regular other live streams. I would do crazy things for this bullish fair value gap to hold price. Crazy things. Make what video? What? From the YouTube live streams. Just from the YouTube live stream. Stream on Kick. I thought I'll lose too many viewers. Also, Kick seems too childish for me. Not that I'm not old or anything, but it just seems not serious. So where the minute? It's 150, bro. What am I supposed to do with 150, bro? Buy food for like 3 days? Would you say there's a re-entry opportunity from this FEG? it would be from here. For my model, it would have to be from the order. Oh, I don't buy the fair value gap. I buy the order block from the fair value gap. That's how I trade. If the fair value gap fails, well then there's no order block. So it's literally. Oh, I swear it's YM's fault. Look at it. It's almost previous day low. Yeah, fair value gap fails. I think we're done here, boys. I think we're done here. But I've said that a couple times. Where's my stop? Oh, this low? About the 15th SMT. We've genuinely... Do we have the hat trick? If this goes up right now, that would be hilarious. I'm not even joking. That would actually be hilarious. Because how many times are we gonna one tick a low and then just SMT? I'm just counting my SMTs. It would be so fun. I'm not even joking. I would think that's funny. I can't wait for today to be over. Inside information. I don't doubt that it's gonna go up. I doubt that it'll probably hit my stop loss before it moves up. Did you look at EU and say if we're gonna reach July high? Sure, man. I would probably say this is July high. Yeah. It's safe to say. I would say the immediate draw is here. And this would be like a potential extensive objective. It looks like we'll get there. You gotta look at the dollar too. Make sure you look at the dollar. Alright, boys. We hopped in this trade together. Let's hop out of the trade together. Bro, why does it so zoom out? We've been through thick and thin. Maybe the more I zoom in, the better it'll feel. I think it's time to say goodbye to this trade. Just quitting. We're waiting. Is this a longer trade? No, I've held way longer. But you don't get admin, babe. Can I get in their account when I buy you with your code or rapid challenge? Go to the 5 minute to feel better? Yo, that's a crazy 5 minute. Can we find a worse time frame than the 5? Yo, the 7 minute looks pretty good in our favor. Oh my. I think the 2 minute. What looks worse, the 2 minute or the 5 minute? I feel like the 2 minute looks worse. It's literally one of those trades where every time it goes up, you're like, yeah, we're finally getting the move that I thought was going to happen. And then it moves down and you're like, oh shit, I was wrong. And then it goes up and you're like, wait, now's the time. In reality, we're doing nothing and it's a 50-50. We have better PA on a no news Tuesday. True. Been using the 5 minute to help cope with being in this trade, but it's backfiring. If you want to really, really cope, just go to the hourly, bro. Listen, last hourly was bullish. This one might also be bullish. Hopes and dreams. Just don't look at any of the other indices. You need to add another contract. This is not the time to add another contract, brother. Not the time. Someone said that. That's funny. He said 15. Bio's hilarious. He said 15 minute might be the spectating move. All right, let's check the 15 minute. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge of that. Let me see the 15 minute. Okay, sure. I'm a little bit skeptical that we didn't take that. I feel like I'm in a trend line trade right now, and that's all I'm saying. I don't like that. Come on, man. Oh, bro, we're gonna get destroyed in one cut. This is not good, bro. This is not good. Isn't it the more touches the better? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty much, no? Yeah, we are destroyed. We are cooked. This is too clean. This is too clean. This high is like Mount Everest. And this is like stepping outside the door. ES is gonna go to low of day. Don't say anything. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. We're still in on all the accounts. Just let it happen. Whatever's meant to be will be. Get that body like all the way up there. Oh, I feel it. I feel a Drake candle coming. I can't tell which direction. Nvidia made a new high of day. That's something. Oh my god, ES is seeing move up. No, hold on. Let me wait for a candle close. We took previous day's low on YM. That's something. You guys want to hear something funny? You want to know what this price action? There's no AMD. This is accumulation, manipulation, manipulation, accumulation. It's AM. Accumulation, manipulation, accumulation. Typical pre-CPI? No. Not on PPI, not typical. Accumulation, manipulation, accumulation. How many times has our stop loss been edged? Like, oh my days. Is it luck? Or is the protraction model the strongest thing to ever exist? I've been too lucky. Like, I've been too lucky. I don't feel good. I don't like being... I wish I got stopped. Like, I'm not even joking. I've been too lucky this trade. Every single protraction model low has held thus far. On NQ, but nothing else. My biological age increased by 2 months. That's funny. That's funny. I can either close now and end on a loss, or let it hit my SL. Listen, I will not close this trade manually. I will move it to the protraction models where it's supposed to be, but I am not making any decisions. I allow myself 2 out of 10 times to put my stop where I feel is best. I'm not doing that today. Today, I'm just going to do everything by the book, and whatever happens, happens. That's what I'm doing today. Because I don't want to make that decision, because there's nothing clear here. I don't see anything clear. I'm probably not going to make the right decision. So when in doubt, just play by the book. Just do it by the book. The book says protraction model low. You can go back and study all these candles. There isn't a single other protraction model. This low is the one that's supposed to be safe. And now, when we close above these candles, if we do, I don't know, then it's this low. Anyways. At this rate, we're projected to hit all night. Yeah, that's funny. No, let me tell you guys something funny. Believe it or not, I still think ES is closer to all-time highs than NASDAQ. That's the funny part in all this. ES is only 0.28% away, while NASDAQ is 0.4. So in all this, Believe it or not, ES is still closer to all-time highs. My first partial is going to be the equal highs here. Since Nasdaq's higher in this, you guys are funny, bro. Let's just see what happens. I don't want to set any expectations. You don't want to set expectations. Just wait. Just play it by the book. See what happens. I can't even be asked to journal this trade. I'm just going to journal it and say I did everything by the book. Hit SL or hit TP. Thank you, Toxic. Yeah, YM took out previous day's low. I'm going to set an alert here, see if YM makes a lower low or a higher high. Let me just do the one. Is this the end? Or is this the beginning of the next 30-minute chop? Your stop loss, my TP? You TPing at this low? Or this low? Psychology? Oh no, my psychology is cooked. I'm just following the books. Simply following my rules on where to put my stop. My psychology is cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I haven't made any rash decisions. Maybe out here, boys. It's getting real close. It was fun while it lasted. I don't think any SMT is gonna save us this time. There's not gonna be an SMT at this low. That's funny. No, it was not fun while it lasted. It was a little fun. It was a little fun. YM just made a lower low. Oh my god, there actually is another SMT. That's actually insane. Does it hold? And we are out. We are out. It was fun. No, it was not fun, but we did good. We did good. I don't think I will re-enter. Looks like we got out at a pretty good price level. We knew it was inevitable that all these lows would get taken. I'm not really sure what's going to happen now, if I'm being honest. Probably ES goes lower. Let me remove that limit order. ES probably goes lower. I don't even want to watch this. Nah. I don't even want to sit here and watch it potentially move higher. We're going to take a screenshot of the executions. And we are going to journal the trade. And that's all we're going to do. The first trade was on this CISD. We got absolutely cooked. The second trade was on this CISD. Zoom out. Oh. I promise you I'm not re-entering this trade. I can't handle a loss if I don't have the mental capacity to enter this trade and lose. The mental is down. Mental is out. Sorry, but we will journal. Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Trade one, reversal model long. I'll show you guys the journal. Actually, I'll just put it I'll put it here. I don't want to sit here and figure out if it goes higher or lower. I mean, it's already went lower, so it's probably not the one. Trade 1, reversal model long, H1 FEG, 2-day open, and dog. M1 CISD, all-time high ES BOL, pre-market, or let's just say high of day BOL, 950 macro. And that's it. That's all I want to put on this trade. Discount, I guess. Nah. Trade 2 was pretty much the exact same because we re-entered, very shortly after. Trade 2 reversal model long. We'll just say the exact same with that in the macro. Yeah. NAM range expansion. We'll put that in there. That is the journal. We did good. We did pretty good today. We took 2 good trades. We are down on the day, but we traded well. And that's what matters most. Oh, I didn't put the result. Gotta go back, put the result. Result, loss, result, break even. All right, let me do a quick trade recap video. No, I'm not re-entering this trade. Absolutely not. My mental is completely drained. There's no way. Anyways, we took 2 trades today. The first one was a loss. It wasn't the best trade, but I had confirmation in the 1 hour fair value gap, which I'll show right now. The second trade was pretty much the exact same as the second trade and the first trade were pretty much the same. We took the order block here that swept this low, closure above, immediately stopped out. In fact, we got a really bad stop out here at 900. So we got filled all the way down here, unfortunate. The next trade, we then closed back above. I entered right here at 1001. Looks like a really good entry. We had no drawdown on this trade. And then the market had a really large consolidation. And after an hour and 17 minutes, we were stopped out in slight profit, plus 5 points, maybe 5 points or something, 8 points, 10 points. So one loss, 1 break even. I was targeting the opening range gap high, these relative equal highs, and then the pre-market high, as well as all-time high, more so on the S&P 500. We didn't reach those objectives today, but I took 2 really good trades. The first one, it was not an A setup, but I really liked the narrative, so I was happy to take it. And the second trade was close to an A+ setup. So 2 very good trades, and that's it. Until next time. Peace. Peace. Yeah. Not bad for only 1 hour. I mean, listen, I'm sure some people blew accounts today. I'm sure some people couldn't stop trading in this. And, we simply took 2 trades. The executions are clean, and that's what we aim for. The cleanest executions possible. The cleanest executions. That's what I want. All I want is clean executions. Yeah, I think we took 2 good trades, and it's been a whole bunch of that. We've just been barely surviving, but we're surviving. So hopefully we get a breakthrough. It's not easy just surviving. We're just like eating grapes. I need a meal. I need a 5-course meal. I need some real. I need something to boost the energy. But we'll keep surviving. So overall, pretty good trading day. I appreciate you guys coming through. Hopefully CPI is a little bit better. And I will see you guys live tomorrow. I'd kill for grapes. That's funny as fuck, bro. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow, exact same time, CPI. Hopefully CPI is, a little bit easier. And I'll see you guys then. Till next time, peace.